Hello everyone, welcome to the TechSPA show with Yash Trivedi. Today we have Ms. Shraddha Bharti with us. Hello Ms. Shraddha, welcome to the TechSPA show. How are you doing?
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm good.
Great. So let me start with the introduction of Ms. Shraddha. Ms. Shraddha has completed her bachelor's degree in textile technology from Veer Mata Jijabai Technological Institute, Mumbai. During her bachelor's, she interned with some of the most renowned organizations like Reliance, Raymond, ATE. After bachelor's, she worked with Must Garment Bangladesh as merchandiser, and now she will soon join Phase 3 as executive merchandiser. So let's start with today's episode. Ms. Shraddha will take us through her journey of working outside India. So, Ms. Shraddha, my first question to you is, how did you get placed at Must Garment?
Actually, I was selected in Mass Garment through the campus placement, and it was a bit lengthy process. Actually, they have this 4 to 5 steps for the selection of the Mass Garment. Then, firstly,
Okay.
they have this normal interaction on the Skype with their HR, and then they have shortlisted the students from that. Then they have taken their aptitude test, and based on the aptitude test score, they have selected them for the interview at Pune office. And while talking about the aptitude test, in aptitude test there were basically four sections that were covered, like basically quantitative aptitude, DI, LR, and the verbal reasoning. These
Mhm.
things. Then after that, the interview was at Pune with their Moshumi Roy. So
Okay.
there she had asked me some technical questions related to the garment industry, and then based on that interview, the selection was done. After that, one more interview was there. That was the
Okay.
overseas interview, yeah, and that was basically with the merchandising head over there in the Bangladesh. So he also taken our interview, and after that, we have this psychological test, which was a
Okay.
very lengthy test, like for 1.5 hour around. So that's how we are selected in the Moscow.
Okay. Great. So, in which domain did you work at Must?
At first, I was a fabric merchandiser working for the brands like Macy's and JCPenney and Sainsbury, which are US and UK brands. So there, as a merchandiser, you have the responsibility to coordinate with the factory and the buyers in order to complete the orders on time, and which is the most important thing. So as a fabric merchandiser, I was looking after the fabric sourcing, costings, and then the factory management, cutting floor management basically. So and the fabric inspection and all these things, I used to look after it.
Okay. Did you find any difficulty in adjusting with the work culture in different country?
Then being the first job, like it was my first ever experience working with any kind of industry. So I would not compare it with India, but I would say it was a nice experience for me. All it was all over a addition to my experience. Then, as being an employee of a Merce Garment, you must have to be very smart, efficient, and multitasking. And other than
Okay.
that, you also have to manage with the factory people. For
Right.
that, you have to learn their local language like Bangla,
Right.
because
Yes.
because they do not understand Hindi.
Right.
But during my training period, I got enough time to like predict all these things and all these difficulties. So eventually, I learned and improved my skills, and I was able to sort out all my difficulties. Apart from the work culture, I would say that Merce Garment will provide you the best possible facilities, like that
Okay.
any other company. I feel I don't feel so that any other company will provide this much kind of facilities and extended support for your survival. The
Okay.
Merz Garment will provide you a completely furnished accommodation plus food allowance and also your daily transportation.
Okay. Yeah.
So I guess like they pays you very well in return for your work.
Okay.
And as I already told you, like one more difficulty you can face is basically is that the language and the
Right.
food. Food, if
Okay.
you are a vegetarian, pure vegetarian. Like
Okay.
I am a vegetarian, pure vegetarian. So while eating outside, like you will not get the vegetarian food everywhere that you would
Okay.
like. But the everyday meal you will get it because your maid will make a vegetarian food for you. No problem.
Okay. How will you compare the Indian and Bangladeshi textile sector?
Okay. Actually, there are two or three major factors which makes the Bangladesh a like biggest exporter of the garments and which have the like biggest capacity to manufacture the garment. Why? Because first is that the cost of the labor is very cheap, and the second thing being a LDP, that is the least developed country,
Hmm.
they are allowed to do the duty free exports.
Okay.
That's why. And because of these two reasons, they have also attracted a huge FDI, foreign direct
Right.
investment. So these are the three basic points which differs the exports of the garments from Bangladesh textile sector and that of the Indian textile sector. But India is also a very major market which provides gind cotton, yarns, fabrics, and that is the raw
Right.
material to the Bangladesh. Also,
Yeah.
I guess I feel that in case of India, we are into the all segments of the textile. Like in
Right.
we are into the textile, technical textile. We are into the home textile. Also, we are in the garment industry. But
Right.
as I feel that as per my experience in Bangladesh, I felt that they are mainly into the garment industry
Garment
and they're
industry.
into the garment exports. This is
Okay.
what the major difference in the Indian and the Bangladesh textile sector.
Okay. As during your bachelor studies, you were mostly taught about the core subjects like spinning, weaving. So did you find any difficulty in taking shift from technology to apparel segment?
Yeah, true. As you said that in textile technology, the main focus is on the core subjects, as you said, spinning and weaving and all these things.
Right.
But there is the apparel and the garment related subjects are offered as elective subjects in one or two semesters. So, as during my college days, I also opted for the apparel elective subjects for the both of the semesters. So, I'm
Okay.
having a basic knowledge of the garment industry and the basic knowledge I was having it. But when you opt garment industry as like career, and when you are going as a merchandiser there, so you should be aware not only of the technicalities but also of the different trade terms like export terms, import terms, right? The
Understood.
different document clearance and all these
Right.
things. You should be aware of that. That kind of subjects are covered in the institutes like NIFT. So those students have that knowledge, but in textile
Okay.
technology it is not that. But when I went there and started working, eventually, like while working only, I got to know all these things and I studied. It is obvious.
Okay.
We have to adapt with the situation. So, like
Right.
that, then I learned all these things. But basically, I would say that as a student, you must be aware of the if you are willing to go into the garment industry, you must be aware of that knowledge in depth, like everything. If you are going,
Right.
like you should be aware of the different machines, industrial machines, or the right from the speeches, like different kind of speeches, to
Yeah.
how the actually the garment inspection is done up to the inspection
Right.
and the delivery of the product.
Right.
So, and the CAD softwares and all these new
Right.
technologies that came
Yes.
into the garment industry. So that was the thing. But I learned it through my experience.
Great. Now, I would like to tell my viewers that Miss Shraddha has also been the training and placement coordinator during her college day. So I would like to ask you, Miss Shraddha, that how can students who wish to work outside India get connected with different textile industries?
Yeah, correct. I was working as a training and placement coordinator in my final year.
Okay,
Actually, here I would like to explain like how we were able to bring the merge garment for the campus placement first time. Actually, the merge garment initially used to hire from only from NIFT,
okay,
and then after that they started recruiting the people from DKT as well. So once
right,
we got to know these things, like we started connecting with our friends in DKT college and all. We started asking them that what is the interview procedure or what is the selection process they are taking, and then we also asked for the contact of the HR for the Merz
okay,
garment, and then finally we were able to get that contact, and then we
okay,
formally approached them with the help of our TPO office, and then the company we were able to convince them to come for the recruitment drive to the VJTM. So basically I want to just tell you that in this case, in this case, like basically in the if we talk about the textile, so
mhm,
the just don't rely on the TPO office, because
okay,
if you can do something, then just don't rely on them. If you can make a difference, so just
right,
because I feel that more than the TPO office, you will have your own contacts more than them
very
in
true,
textile
right,
industry, because so that the let me tell you, in this case the contact and only contact will help you to to get connected with the different companies.
okay,
So just use your contacts which was made during the internships. Maybe you may have your friends in different colleges, institutes. You may have your alumni. Like stay in touch with them always,
right,
and
very true.
maintain good relations with them. So that will help you to get connected, and I guess you can bring more companies, and I hope like your all classmates you will see, and that will be the like you will be more than happy to see, so see not only you will be placed, but all with you all your classmates also will be placed in different companies.
Very true. During the course curriculum of textile technology, what learnings can we expect from the subject of fashion and apparel? Is more emphasis needed on these topics than what is currently existing?
Yeah, as I already said during the previous question, that when you are entering, or when you are entering into the garment industry, and when you are looking into it as a your career option, so you
Right.
should the knowledge in depth. For that, we should emphasize more on the subjects like apparel design and garment merchandising and trade. So
Okay.
should I feel that there should be one like compulsory subject in the curriculum, and apart
Okay.
from that, those who have the keen interest to learn or to grow in the same like garment industry, or they have the interest in this direction, they can opt for the elective subjects. But for elective subjects also, while like theoretical knowledge is not enough, so there should be a well maintained laboratory, so where the student can actually design the garment, can explore the his creativity, his or her creativity, and make a garment, like in NIFT as well. Like there are various kind of assignments they give
Right.
to their students,
Yes.
and in that, like they actually have to work on the sewing machine, actually have to design the garment for their own measurements, and
Right.
then they have to present it in front of the jury. So
Yeah.
based on that, their performance and the grades are calculated. So so I feel that this kind of assignments, or this kind of practical
Knowledge.
sessions should be
Right.
taken in the in elective subjects of this also, because during my during like I as I said, I was also opted for the apparel and garment subjects, but the like mostly we were taught like theoretically all the concepts,
Yeah,
but
right,
never got to see actual industrial machine or actual like different kinds of cutters, the knives.
right.
No. So if they can get this exposure, it would be really helpful for them.
Yeah. Ideally, what should student focus on more during their bachelor's in college?
During the bachelor's, I would say that don't just focus on the academics, or don't just focus on the extracurricular activities, because the many of the students they do that. Like they will just be like so studious and they will just involve themselves all the time in the studies, but they will not
Right,
effort to improve their other skills or the other part of their uh, like personality. So I
right,
would say that like with your academics, um, just try to explore yourself, try to explore what are your weaknesses, what are your strengths, and
right,
try to work on that, work on to eliminate on your weaknesses, like improve your soft skills, improve your confidence, and that will be improved, like I guess like the events and all these things which happen in our college that are really helpful, that will actually like help you to build your confidence and actually give you a management experience, like you will learn how to manage the things with your regular academics also. So apart from that, like do attend the different kinds of exhibitions, seminars, conferences. This will keep you updated with the all the latest technologies or what is
right.
going on surrounding you. So that is the most important, and that is the these are these kind of requirements are there in the today's corporate world.
Very
So
true.
you must be aware, or you must be updated with the latest technologies. Your confidence should be there, like you should be confident about yourself, then you should be able to present yourself in front of the people. So these kind of
Right,
things you should improve from your college days itself. So then apart from that, I will say that just go, like, because the college days will be the best time to do anything whatever you want. Like if you have
right,
any other hobbies or any other like interest, you should explore it, like go dance, sing, do like learn paint or anything you want do. And apart from that, just enjoy, because these days will not come back again.
very true. How can students overcome the hesitation in working abroad in totally different environment?
Actually, I feel that this varies from person to person and their family perspective about going abroad and working. But if one really have the like desire, strong desire to go abroad and work, so then just go. Like trust yourself, have confidence, and just go and work. Like because as per my experience, I would say that it will be a value addition to your experience, and
Right,
you will learn how to overcome your weaknesses, and you will be more bold than before. You will just not care, like from next time, that if anyone asks you to go anywhere and work, you will be able to do that. So
very true.
so that kind of diversity like will come into you like automatically. And and the second thing is like, other than this, like value addition to your experience, you will like you will get opportunity to explore the different kind of people, different work culture, the different altogether a different like environment. So you may face difficulties initially, but eventually you will get to learn how to overcome them, coming out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. Lastly, what is your message for our viewers?
I specifically want to convey this message to all the textile students because like never consider textile any less than other sectors around there, because like you must have seen there is a specific kind of mentality in our social society that when you choose you must have experienced it. Like when you choose the textile, they will say like why you are choosing this, like there is no scope for this, like there is no value for the textile people in the world. But never get disappointed with this kind of mentality. Always remember that how you do is more important than what you do. Okay.
Very well said.
So, and the second thing is like go anywhere in the world, work, but give justice to your work. No matter what you are paid for it, like how much you are paid for it. So, give justice for it and never hesitate to work, never hesitate to do hard work. Like because this will only really help you to grow and learn. That's the main message I want to convey to you.
Very well said, Miss Shraddha. Hard work is only key to success. So, students, never get disappointed. Work hard. You will definitely achieve success in life. So, Miss Shraddha, it was pleasure having you on this show. Thank you so much for your precious time.
Thank you.